All right, welcome everybody. Welcome back to another J Athens video. In today's video, we're just going to talk about the dollar index. So a real simple video, real short and sweet to give you some insight on how we can track the dollar index. So as you see right in front of you now, we have the dollar index on a 4-hour chart. And I just want to make this video to give everybody a little insight because it's important to track the dollar index because we know it's weighted against other currencies. And we can use it for a lot of correlations in the markets. So we know that I want to give a little tip to you guys and say, okay, what's important to track the dollar index? One, tick data. Tick data is very important to track because that's a report that comes out every month, and it shows us the inflows and the outflows of international capital into U.S. equities, whether it be long-term or short-term. So if you see on my chart right here, back in, let me get a pen out. You see on my chart right here, back in 9/17, we had about 48.3 billion. Then on 10/16, we had negative 41 billion. Then on the 18th of November, we had 49.5 billion. Then 12/16, we have 32.5 billion. Then on 1/16, we had 22.9 billion. So if you notice, as I was going through the amount of dollars, pay attention to the price action. So real simple, pay attention to the price action. And also, one thing I also want to point out is when you're trading currencies, it's very important to track currencies with interest rates. Why is that? Because a dollar does not move, or any currency is not going to move without some sort of interest rate attached to it. How do we know that? You can walk into a bank, try to get a loan. They're going to put interest rates on your loan. So that tells you why interest rates are very important. So if you look at my chart, I have certain levels of interest between 1% and 3%. And it's also important to watch the central banks within monetary policies because we know where interest rates are set for certain economies. And the little trick that I want to point out to you guys, that prices, especially on the DX, is most likely going to revert back to where interest rates are set. So given the fact that you want to add other macro drivers behind, the movement of the dollar, but more or less, price is going to revert back to where interest rates is set on paper. So whether it pushes above or stays below, most 90% of the time it reverts back to its mean. So if you look back in the past, look where we are now at 1.75%. Price reverted back there. How did it revert back there? Through the buying power of international capital. And if we see in the past, it reacted around these same levels. So I just wanted to make a quick little video for you guys to give you guys insight on how you can track the DXY. Tick data is very important to use on the dollar, and tracking the movements of dollars through interest rates and other macro drivers. So if you guys want more information of how you can get more detailed insight on how we can look into currencies based on interest rates, I recommend you guys to come on over to my website, jathensinstitute.com, and we'll show you what it really takes to understand the markets. When you come over there, we have four modules for you to choose from. And I recommend, if you're a beginner, start with the first module and work your way through. First module deals with brokers, the broker bootcamp. And we're going to teach you the structure of how brokers works, the in and out, the tricks of the trade before you even take a live trade. I know a lot of people get excited and, they see other people making a certain amount of money, but don't understand how they're making the money. They do the same thing, moving too fast, they end up blowing their account. So if you're a beginner, come on over, take the broker bootcamp, take your time with this. Take your time, take every step that you can to understand the financial markets. Very important. So until next time, guys, if you have any questions, just go ahead and you can email me at jathensinc@gmail.com. And this video today was to give you how you can track the DXY to give you further insight. All right, so until next time, guys, I'll catch you later.